Time is now 6:54 on this Monday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
A resolution will be introduced at the Duluth City Council tonight, proposing a set of rule changes that could reshape how and when the public has a voice at City Hall. So 4 city councilors are sponsoring a resolution to change how meetings are run. They say the goal is simple: to keep council business on track. One major change would split public comment into 2 parts. The public comment period for items not on the agenda will be after the council has finished its business. The resolution would also shorten meetings, shifting the typical 11 p.m. cutoff time to 10 p.m. Stay with us as we will cover the meeting tonight.
Duluth athlete Blake Eaton took to the slopes over the weekend, competing in the Paralympics alpine skiing race. Eaton did not finish the race on Saturday, but his Paralympic journey is not over yet. He has 2 other races to compete in this week. You can watch Eaton's upcoming races on CNBC or Peacock.